Good evening, all of you. And in previous class, we discussed about what is the meaning of object, what is the meaning of image, and what are the types, right? And today's class, we are going to discuss about the reflection on plane mirror. Okay, yeah. So before going to discuss about this, then what is the meaning of plane mirror here? So very simple, learners. Take one plane surface. So this plane surface, one side of the surface is applying coating. Then this surface will act as a plane mirror. Suppose for example in our houses we are using so many kinds of plane mirrors, right? It means back side of that mirror some coating we are applying. Due to that reason we are able to see our face in the mirror, right? The same logic here also. Let's see how the reflection phenomena will take place on a plane mirror. Suppose for example here I am going to keeping one object. This is an object. O is called an object. From this object, the light will fall on a plane mirror like this. This is the first incident ray and this is the second incident ray. After reflection, these two rays will move like this. This is R2 and this is R1. Why these two rays are moving this side? Why it is not propagated to other side? Because here we are applying the coating material, right? That's why they won't propagate to other end. Am I correct or not? Then how can you see the image? Because here these two reflected rays are not at all meeting. Then what we have to do? How can you observe the image? Very simple logic only. Let's extend these two reflected rays. If we extend these two reflected rays, they will meet at one point. There we are getting an object. Or sorry, there we are getting an image, not an object, sorry. Right? Let's find. Then which type of image it is? Which type of image it is? It is a virtual image. It is a virtual image. Why it is a virtual image, ma? Because reflected rays, extension of reflected rays are meeting, not a real rays, right? And here which type of object it is? It is a real object. Suppose in front of the plane mirror you are taking real object, it can forms virtual images. Suppose one more example, Lana. So here I am going to taking one more plane mirror, right? So the rays will fall on a plane mirror from two different directions. This is the I1 and this is the I2. After reflection, these two rays are going to meet like this. This is first reflected ray and this is the second reflected ray. So here these two reflected rays are meeting here. We are getting an image here. Very fine. Then which type of object we are taking in the second situation? Here object. Can you see the exact position of the object? No. Then what we have to do? What is the reason? So because the two rays are incidents from two different directions and our object is placed at infinity, we are unable to we cannot see the exact position of the object with the help of these two. Then what we have to do? Very simple. If you want to specify the position of the object, simply extend these two incident rays. They will meet one point. Here we are getting an object. Fine. Which type of image it is and which type of object it is. We need to give the conclusion. And this is a real image. Why, ma? Why it is a real image? Because real reflected rays are meeting. And it is a virtual object. It is a virtual object. Why it is a virtual object? Because extension of incident rays are meeting, not the real incident rays. So in previous class clearly I said two things, objects and images. Objects in the sense incident rays, images in the sense reflected rays we have to take, right? Like this the objects and images are formed due to plane mirror. But some of the characteristics are there. Characteristics. Then what are the characteristics of an image formed by the plane mirror? What are the characteristics here? First characteristics, very important, Nana. Distance of the object equals to distance of the image. So distance of O in the sense object, ma. Distance of the object equals to distance of the image. That is the first characteristic. And second characteristic, height of the object equals to height of the image. Height of the object equals to height of the image. That is the second characteristic. And third one, Nana. Size of the image object equals to size of an image. Size of an object equals to size of an image. It means that at what distance you are going to keep an object in front of the plane mirror, at the same distance we are getting an image. And how much height you are taking, same height of the image it conforms. And size of the object is also equals to size of the image. And very important thing, that is the fourth characteristics, magnification. Fourth characteristic is magnification. What is the meaning of magnification here? So magnifications, we are having different types, Nana. So under plane mirror, I am going to take the magnification is +1. Why? Because magnification in the sense, always we have to take the ratio of height of the image by height of the object, or distance of the image by distance of the object. Here u in the sense object distance, v in the sense image distance. Object distance is always measured by using u, and image distance is denoted by the symbol v. So as per the characteristics, height of the image and height of the object both are same. That's why magnification 1. For example, you are going to keep an object of height of the object is 2 centimeters. Then what is the image height? Image height is also 2 centimeters. Suppose if you find the magnification, what is the formula, Nana? Height of the image by height of the object, right? Then 2 by 2, it becomes +1. So the magnification of the plane mirror is always +1. Okay, is it clear all of you? And now we are going to discuss about how many number of images. It means that suppose if 2 plane mirrors are here, we are taking the reflection phenomena on single plane mirror, right? Suppose if we are taking 2 plane mirrors and the 2 plane mirrors are arranged with certain angle theta, then how the number of images it will forms? Very important and very simple, and so number of images formed by 2 plane mirrors. Number of images formed by 2 plane mirrors. Suppose, Nana, this is the first plane mirror and this is the second plane mirror, and these 2 plane mirrors are arranged certain angle theta. Let's find. Suppose the ray is incident on a first plane mirror, after that it is refracted to other mirror, after that it will emergent like this. This is incidence, refracted and emergent. Fine. Then if we are arranging these 2 plane mirrors with an angle theta, how many number of images it can forms? Very simple. We have one formula only. So for to finding of number of images, we should take this one, 360 by theta. So for to finding of number of images, we have to take this formula, 360 by theta. For example, listen carefully, all of you. Listen carefully. For example, here the 2 plane mirrors are arranged with an angle of 45 degrees. How many number of images it can forms? That is my question. Here the 2 plane mirrors are arranged with an angle of 45 degrees. How many number of images it can forms? Very simple, Andy. How can we find? With the help of this formula. Let's see. N equals to 360 by theta. What is the value of theta, Nana? 45 degrees. In place of theta, simply substitute the value of 45. Then what happened? 360 by 45. Let's do the calculation. 360 by 45 in the sense how much value we will get? Once 8s. Am I correct or not? Right? 8 times. So here you have to, we are having three conditions. First condition, so here the number of images equals to 8, right? Here 8 is an even number or odd number? It is an even. 8 is a even number. Suppose if we get an even value, then what we have to do? Simply we need to take -1. We need to subtract 1 from that value. That is one condition. All of you got it? While you are finding the number of images formed by the plane mirror, then you will get an even number. Simply we need to take 1 minus. It means subtract 1 from that value. So the number of images formed by the mirror is 7. Suppose, for example, the number of images equals to 9. Suppose the number of images formed by the plane mirror is 9. Suppose, for example, here 9 is an even number or odd number? Odd number, right? Then just you can leave like that. So number of images is 9 only. It means mostly the number of images formed by the plane mirrors is odd number. If we get an even value, we need to take 1 subtraction. Suppose if we get if we get an odd number, just you can leave like that. No need to do the subtraction. Okay. Suppose while you are getting the decimal values, then what happened? For example, the number of images equals to 4.2. The number of images equals to 4.2. Then how can you say decimal? Actually this is a symmetric, asymmetric, this type of words we are using. But if I use that words, you will get some confusion. That's why simply I am saying, while you are finding the number of images by using this formula, in answer you are getting an even number, simply take 1 is subtraction. Suppose in the answers you are getting the odd number, you can leave like that. Okay na? Suppose it is a fraction of numbers, then what we have to do? Just first number we need to take into count. Then number of images equals to 4, right? Like that we need to find the number of images formed by the two plane mirrors. Then two plane mirrors are arranged by a certain angle theta. Okay? Yeah. Thank you all of you.